it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
He's standing away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Yes, it is. Happy Friday to all you fine Buckeye fans. We really do appreciate you ending your week right with us. I'm Timmy Hall. We got the Bode man back there running things. And to my right, here to help us round out the week, our Buckeye football expert extraordinaire, perfect for this show, Austin Ward, everybody.
What a pleasure to be here with you, Timmy. And are they ending the week or are they kicking off the weekend with us?
I do feel like I've always felt that the Friday Night Buckeye show is in part a weekend show. So it's a good time show.
Yeah.
I'm
here to have a good time.
I think we feel a little bit different. Don't you? Like, we don't have to be so serious.
We're putting out the vibe.
Yeah, this is like we're already at the bar, Austin.
I wish that we were. We should be doing it at the bar.
I wish you had Jell-O shots like the last time I saw you. This guy was.
We finished the whole cooler of them, so we'd have to have Allie go back to work on that.
Poor Allie, right?
She loves it. It's a labor of love.
Paying her a good wage.
No,
to do that.
She loves to help, and she used to she would make cookies and do some other things. And
what a good wife.
She loves it, and it's because we started it with me and my brothers-in-law, her actual brothers. So that's the core 4. So she loved to be able to help. And I was like, Allie, I don't think people they don't need the cookies. I'm always bringing the cookies home. Like, you can stop, you can relax on that, but we might need to double the amount of Jell-O shots.
So what he's talking about is we had a big golf outing on Saturday, and Austin and his boys do a little 4th of July thing, and you can hear the bag and the gift pack rustling around.
Bang the microphone there.
That's fine. It adds effect, so we know something wild is going on here. And on Saturday, it was the Marysville Marathon, the 36-hole banger. It was the pinnacle event of the Central Ohio 2-man Scramble League, and I was honored to be able to play and make my first appearance. And I shot a nice round of, I thought I played really good golf, but I know we didn't score too well. And it's all about matchups and who the partners are and how hot you are together at the same time. That's what it's about when it's a scramble. I fired even par. And you, my friend, were the only guy that I was with to shoot under par because of that putting ability that you possess. So thank you.
I couldn't believe it because I thought for sure the way that you were hitting it early on, Timmy's going to put up some numbers.
I was hitting bombs.
You were smoking
on Saturday, and I was hitting crispy shots. We weren't able to get a lot of those darts in there. But you know how you hit good iron shots, and you're happy when you get one to 17 feet or 15 feet on a very tough shot.
Yeah.
In the windy conditions, the trade winds in Marysville. But I just, even par. So what did I finish? Halfway down the leaderboard?
You did.
Yeah.
Lucas Glover, right?
Lucas Glover. And he gave us all upper deck golf cards, and we went into the mind and spirit and body of those golfers, and we were that person for that day. So I was Lucas Glover for the whole day.
Yeah.
Fun.
Even on the front nine. That's when I thought, oh, Timmy's striking it pretty well. He's going to be dangerous. And then you and I played together.
We should have done better than that, though.
In round number 2.
We did 2 under.
We shot 2 under.
Yep.
And then I don't know what happened to you on the back. And I told Beam this morning when I was on the morning juice.
He was over on that because we had to play from the back tees. You had us playing the back tees, so it was a different animal.
Those are championship conditions.
18.
Championship conditions. And then, you get the Marysville trade winds in the afternoon out there at the Ridge Golf and Gardens. I told Beam, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I thought you guys were going to team up and get that momentum going. Didn't happen.
Beam could barely speak. He was done, Austin. Did you get a look at him after the round was done?
He
was.
Well, that's why we don't call it a sprint, Timmy.
Right.
It is a marathon, and now it's a war of attrition and tradition. But yeah, I thought it was great to play with you. We played pretty well. We probably could have done 1 or 2 better. And I've said it once, and I'll say it 100 more times. I appreciate everybody at the Ridge Golf and Gardens for taking such great care of us. And the thing is, so you left. You had to get back to the family.
I had hit my 12 hours. The clock was ticking. The max was there.
Yep. It's a big time demand. So we had, people that brought in gifts and prizes. And I want everyone to leave with something. And yours this just kept sliding. So you had to wait and see what people took ahead of you. It just goes down in order of the leaderboard.
So what we get here?
You got some stuff from Nicole Cox. She put together this.
The lovely Nicole at Roosters.
And it just was sitting there because I don't think that people realized. It was like, oh, well, there's a water bottle. That's
I see a gifty
cool.
there.
There's, like some travel stuff, sunglasses, and nobody opened. Like, is that $25 just sitting right there, a $25 gift card?
Oh, whoa.
So that's pretty sneaky.
I'm honored. Hey, 8th place at the Marysville Marathon.
Well, not quite 8th. But
not quite 8th, but, what, did I get 9th or 10th at least? Tell me I got a top 10. There was only 13 people there, or 15.
I'm sorry to say that it was 12.
Oh, my God.
But you didn't finish. You didn't finish over par, which 4 people did. So you've got that to go on. It was your first. You were a debutante. Now there's a T-shirt in there too.
There's a T-shirt in there.
Oh, look at all that stuff that was hanging. I didn't even know that was in there.
This is going so well. I bet you it's even my size. And look at that. It's a large.
Oh, baby.
Hey.
Look at it. So that worked out. It was like it was meant for you. It was meant for you.
You got to have me on the pod.
We will.
Next time. How was Tyvis doing the show? I saw he did the show with you guys on Friday.
It's great. I think people love it when we're able to get him in there. I was joking with him on Monday because, it's pretty consistently Bobby Carpenter and Justin Zwick that do that show with us. And
Zwick was supposed to play golf in this thing.
And he was also supposed to play golf.
And he had a little injury and it took him out.
Yep. So he was never supposed to be on Monday. It wasn't because of the back. That was just him pulling out of the Marysville Marathon. He the first time he's ever missed it. But every time we need someone to fill in, we've got Zach Bourne who does a show with us, Bradley Robinson, Tyvis, because I have to find other people because Tyvis is always so busy. He's like, oh, I'm going to be on Rothman and Ice this day. I can't do it. Or I'm on with Timmy. I'm booked up. I can't do it. And it worked out. I think he still was on with you on Monday, but he
did. It
had been like 6 months since we had him in to Roosters for the show. So it was great to have him. He just brings so much energy, as you know, and everybody who listens to the Buckeye show. People love hearing from Tyvis Powell, and it was great to catch up with him earlier in the week.
Oh, Timothy. Yes. So he's not on the show tonight.
Serious?
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. When his octaves go up and down, that's when you're getting true Tyvis. So you won't hear from him in real form, but we have been in the lab, as you may have heard these last couple of days. I have been tinkering around with a program, and I have got AI characters of several fan personalities. And I've even got AI Austin Ward
This stuff's
already
scary,
in the bank. Yeah, so you will definitely want to be here at 7:19. Just we have a very, very full and fun show that I'll tell you about. But AI is returning. There's another apology from Tyvis Powell, and Austin's going to tell us a little bit more about the golf outing.
Ooh.
And the Bode man has some things that he needs to do for us as well. He's going to show off another one of his special skills.
I was going to say.
It's not got to do with Notre Dame football scores.
Can AI actually match his Notre Dame football score ability?
It can't. It actually screws the scores up.
There's no way AI can do that.
And if you
want to, I hope not, because if it can, then what am I even here for? I mean, I might just be replaced by the end of the week.
Right? I think all we're going to prove with me tinkering around with this is that we can all be replaced. We can just type the things in and do a show.
That's my biggest concern, is that you're telling the powers that be and like people that pay me to do the podcast, like, oh, well, we can actually just plug this into a program. We don't need a real human spouting off these lukewarm takes.
That's why the YouTube needs to keep pumping. And of course, we're a radio station and we're always going to be here for you if you're listening in audio form. But if you get home sometime in the middle of your listen, you do the switch and then you get that visual, because it's always been the medium where I wonder what that dumbass looks like, right? That guy must look crazy. And then you see the person finally like, oh my God.
He does.
He does. That guy looks totally nuts, like totally nuts. It's kind of how I figured it, or it's completely different. So you can see. And of course, we got the YouTube live show up. We've got the chat room. That's a great way to get in touch with us. We've got the Buckeye Show voicemail and text line, 614-460-2896. Just plug it in. So then
were you about to give your own phone number on there?
Maybe I was. And I also have access now to be able to write some of the messages that people see on their dashboards. So I already have that number plugged in there. So most people can actually see it, but I blurred it out for those that can't see it. And on Twitter and X at The Buckeye Show. So we're going to do sort of a double dip Power 5. We'll have a show-long Power 5 that will start here pretty soon. And then we'll do our Power 5 Staple Friday segment at 6:48. And it actually is something that came from Evil Bald Colin, our afternoon show, our Rothman and Ice producer, that he was speaking about something. But, Austin, I always like to read in a little bit more to the selections for Big Ten Media Days. Mm-hmm. That's coming up in a couple weeks. So we really know football season is quickly approaching. And really, you don't have to do too much reading into these three because this is one of the bigger storylines this year is all the guys that came back. And you've got some big-time Buckeyes at their core kind of players now. When you have a guy like Emeka Egbuka and you have a player like Denzel Burke who maybe started hot, had a down season, then had the rebound, and he's built himself back up and is a great player, and Jack Sawyer, who is just he's a dude, right? And I think we all want to see like what kind of stats he throws up in this final go-round. Those are three great selections.
Yeah, and the fact that you could name 5 or 6 other veteran Buckeyes who have the star power and cachet to go to Indianapolis for this tells you it's another reminder. We all know about the on-field production and how much talent is coming back and the NFL mock drafts and all that stuff. But like in terms of like quality leadership, locker room stuff, face of the program caliber people, like there are more than just these three. So there was a little bit of a heated battle and a lot of conversation about who should be there. JT Tuimoloau went last year. They don't generally bring guys 2 years in a row, but other people, Donovan Jackson, Travion Henderson, guys who spent so much time in the program, Cody Simon,
Tyleik, a good pick.
Tyleik Williams, Lathan Ransom, who is like really embracing some of the media stuff.
Well, Lathan's got morning juice. He doesn't need to go.
He's got enough. Yeah,
he's cutting his teeth here. He'll have a job waiting for him. I'm sure.
He's popped onto the podcast this summer as well. So, but I thought he would have really been trying to take a swing to go do it because he just embraces it and loves it so much. But that tells you like there's 8-9 guys that I already just named from that senior class that have come back that can feed into that. Media beast in 11 days. Is that what 11 days, week and a half
coming up
there Tuesday morning. The Buckeyes go first on that day. So, but these three, I love the picks. It has me more excited for Big Ten Media Days than I almost ever am, Tim, because Jack, you're going to have to probably, blur some words out. I call Denzel Burke the truth teller on the Ohio State team. I love the no filter that he has, and Emeka Egbuka, one of the more thoughtful guys that you're ever going to meet, and all three of them will tell you exactly how they feel.
Well, the way we do this in-show Power 5, it'll help us all get a little bit more prepared and get our minds ready for Big Ten Media Days, because with you being here, we're going to count down the 5 biggest Ohio State football storylines going into the 2024 season. Glad you're here on a Friday. You've got the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. I just freaked the hell out of someone. The Fan.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp. Presented by Safelite, Bob Discount Furniture, and Weber. Happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Did the pandemic eliminate quality customer service? Well, many places it did, but not here at Heartland Bank. Imagine getting top quality service and good advice as well to help you down life's road. It's community banking, and it's alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Bishop and Friends.
Joe, you like these things so much, why don't you try eating these in the contest? You know, a meat stick is going to stay together, but in a non-meat stick situation, it's anarchy.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
At Glow Fiber Business, your business is our priority. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic solutions, Glow Fiber Business delivers the fast, reliable, and scalable fiber internet your business needs to grow, all backed by the superior local customer support you deserve. Glow Fiber is here, and we mean business. Call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com to switch today.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of heat and humidity and a few pop-up showers and storms on this Friday, but much of central Ohio will stay dry. Temperatures in the upper 80s. Down to around 70, drying out and cooling off just a bit overnight. Starting off tomorrow morning, dry with some sunshine. We'll see a few late-day clouds, hot and humid with highs around 90 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz.
Just counting down the days to March Madness. Back to the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Austin Ward with you guys on the Buckeye Show tonight. We are going to have a lot of fun. Didn't even tell you back there that we are doing sort of a Beers and Buckeyes Friday specialty because our man Patrick Murphy from Bucknuts was traveling yesterday, and he's out west somewhere. I'll tell you coming up, and he's going to do the segment. We'll see.
I can't wait. I can't wait to find out.
Yeah. Maybe he's already done beers today.
It would be shocking to me if he hadn't.
Yeah.
There's absolutely.
How many?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, that is the question. So, Power 5 within a Power 5. That's what we're doing here right now. That's what we're doing tonight. And we start with the number one storyline. And maybe we actually go beyond 5 when we get to that point. When Pat's on next segment, I'm going to offer him the second storyline, and we'll kind of build it as we go along. We'll pause at 6:48 to do the actual segment. There's a good, strong chance that it could be food-related tonight, that Power 5.
I think it definitely will be.
Yeah, and that's
my bet.
And that's always good because it's about that time. If it makes you hungry, then you can just go and scratch that itch and get a bite to eat. So that'd be fine. But starting this one off, and we'll do 5 of these or possibly more throughout the rest of the show, the top 5 storylines for Buckeye football going into the 2024 season. Austin, you get the honor. What's the number one thing? What's the number one thing you have been thinking about, wondering about the most? It's going to have the biggest impact.
I think the most impactful, influential move that Ohio State has made, not just this offseason, but potentially for the last several, since bringing in Jim Knowles, I guess, is now the counterpart to that. Chip Kelly's impact on Ohio State's offense. And it goes beyond just what he does with the running game, with adding new pieces to the play calling and taking the reins from Ryan Day. All that is tied up in like also helping Ryan Day become the CEO. So some of these things are going to be interconnected and intertwined together. But Chip Kelly, at this point, it's well known in Columbus, but you're talking about a sitting Big Ten Power 5 coach leaving a spot to go across the country and rejoin forces with the guy he was a mentor to at New Hampshire in Ryan Day. Like these two are two of the brightest offensive minds that you're ever going to find. They trust each other implicitly. And when it comes to Ryan Day handing off some of that responsibility of the offense and some of the control with the quarterbacks and the play calling, I don't know how much he could have done that if it wasn't this perfect situation. Bill O'Brien was here briefly. That was the intent. That was the goal. I think that they were going to have a good working relationship. That brief time that they spent together, I think that they did accomplish some things, and there was a lot of excitement to be had with that. But this is different in terms of actually.
Well, it's such a big name, and I'm glad you went with this one at number one. There's debate, right? And that's what's fun about this football season is there's about 5 things that you can maybe argue about is the biggest, right? And we'll obviously discuss some of these coming up now that we've stopped on Chip Kelly. But coaching matters. I hear it talked about a lot, amongst Buckeye fans and even people that cover the teams, cover the sport. Our guy Ari Wasserman is the huge, it's the players. It's the players. It's the players, You do have to have great players, and you got to have great coaching. Yeah. You got to have leadership. In anything that you do, you got to have great leadership. You can have talent, but if it's not focused and pointing in the right direction, then you're going to have shortcomings. Because I got news for you. There's 4, 5, or 6 other teams that are also really freaking talented every year. So you've got to have some things. And to have a guy like this, even when it was Bill O'Brien, this is the most important hire that Ryan Day, and it's a short career to this point as a head coach, but this is the most important hire that he's ever made. And you got to get right.
In terms of because Jim Knowles was really important and critical because the defense had bottomed out. And Ryan Day wasn't going to be involved in that and fixing it. He couldn't be. So I think there may be a little bit of debate there in terms of correcting that and bringing the silver bullets back, getting that Jim Knowles hire, and then Jim Knowles proving that over the last 2 years that was correct, makes that really, really important and invaluable hire that he made.
Yes, it is. But the reason I say that this one is because offense is his baby. It's his bread and butter, and he feels comfortable enough, maybe a little bit scared too, or fearful enough. And sometimes you have to coach that way when you know that there's something that has to be achieved. But I've always appreciated that if something wasn't completely up to par, they would do something about it. They would make decisions. They would make changes. And he's giving a little bit up to give it to Chip Kelly, who he has great respect for, and he has comfort with Chip Kelly. But we'll see now how they're on the same staff.
Yeah.
And working closely how this actually goes.
But that's the part that I was going to build to agree with you on the front that they're different hires. Obviously, one's offense, one's defense. But Ryan Day he didn't need help. The offense wasn't damaged beyond repair. It was still quite good.
Right.
Although not, especially on the running game, not where Ohio State wants it to be with the offensive line and taking doing some new things schematically. I think having a fresh voice helps. But the impact goes beyond just play calling and quarterbacks because, as I mentioned, Ryan Day knew that he needed to do some CEO things in this era of roster management and NIL and fundraising and all the changes that are happening every single year with the calendar. He needed somebody to take some work off of his plate. He wasn't already doing that stuff on defense, so that was an important hire, but he wasn't going to be involved in that process. He needed to hand over that same amount of responsibility to an offensive coordinator. Chip Kelly can do that. And you've seen over the last 6 months, I think, a very different Ryan Day because of the time demands that are off of his plate now.
Let's finish this. Let's go back to March when we were getting to know Chip when he took this job over. And he had a lot of interesting things to say. It was one of those big weeks. This is really happening. Bill O'Brien's gone and now Chip Kelly is in. This is crazy. This is major. he was given further thoughts on not being a head coach anymore this time around.
I've had an opportunity everywhere I've been to meet some amazing people that are associated with the program, and there's people that from my time at New Hampshire or my time at Oregon. I was just with Phil Knight 2 weeks ago, and got an opportunity to spend some time with him and his wife Penny, who are dear friends of mine that have been great mentors to me in my career. And there's a bunch of people at UCLA, Terry Donahue and Andrea Donahue were awesome to me. Angelo Mazzoni is a great friend. Casey Wasserman, Troy Aikman. There was a bunch of people at UCLA that I really enjoyed, being around and talking with. So I think sometimes everybody wants to make a narrative of it's either this or that. It's never that. It's never just all ball. It's never just all recruiting. It's never just all boosters. It's a mixture of everything. But I think the one thing that, as this position as a head coach kept moving on, is that if you look at a lot of them, they all become more CEOs. I can't tell you how many coaches that have called me since I made this decision that said, I'm 2 years behind you, brother, that are thinking the same exact way. And I think it's all part of what we have to do. I think we all need to protect this game and promote this game. And I think there are some rules that we need to get straightened out so that people understand what it's about. Because the game is still about the players. And I hope that never gets discounted. It's always been about the players. And I think if we can keep that at the forefront, the people that are making decisions on this, and I think Gene Smith is one of the best influences in the NCAA, is to make sure we keep that the main thing. The main thing needs to be the student athletes.
Yeah, well, now Chip will be working for Ross Bjork as the time has gone on, and he knew that was coming too. But I like what he said. I really do. I think I would be doing something similar if I had made that much money and done the things and accomplished the things that Chip Kelly had. So it's going to be a huge storyline. So that's the number one thing.
He's still pretty well compensated.
Pretty well compensated. He's a $2 million guy, right? Yeah. And he doesn't have all those CEO type of roles anymore. Right behind you, brother. 2 years behind you. Yeah, I bet. Patrick Murphy, he's out maybe scouting a potential Big Ten championship host city. What's he doing? We're going to check in and do some Friday beers and Buckeyes with our guy from Bucknuts next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
News, opinions, and insight, all before breakfast. Rise and shine with Morning Juice.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tired of rising food prices? Start saving with deals for days at Giant Eagle and Market District. Enjoy low prices on more than 1,000 of your go-to grocery items store-wide. Dive into deals for a limited time at your local Giant Eagle and Market District.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down. And I mean everything. Top-tier equipment? Check. 24-hour access? You bet. Free fitness training? Always. Workouts in the free PF app? What'd I tell you? Even super friendly team members.
Hey, welcome to Planet Fitness.
Oh, hey. I was just mentioning you.
Hey.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th. See Home Club for details.
Meet Abdullah Mahmood, problem gambling counselor at Maryhaven.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. It can happen so quickly that you don't realize it until you face a crisis. Gambling issues often connect to depression, anxiety, or other addictions. Maryhaven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to Maryhaven.com today.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Turn any picnic into a Schmitnick. Whether you order online, pick up at Schmidt's, or need catering, we bring the delicious flavors of our famous sausages to your celebrations. Why picnic when you can Schmitnick?
Cheetah Green with Skip Mosick.
Saturday, we're at Columbus Country Club with PGA professional Ryan Cole, plus Dave Shedlowski of Golf Digest on next week's Open Championship.
Cheetah Green with Skip Mosick, presented by X Golf. Saturday mornings at 9 on The Fan.
The Ohio Egg Fest is back for its 10th year, presented by Specialty Gas House and Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Join us for this big green egg grilling competition at Fortress Obetz on Saturday, July 27th. Enjoy all-you-can-eat food from 36 cook teams, live music from North to Nashville, cooking demos, giveaways, and more. Don't miss out on discounted big green egg grill packages with over $600 off retail and a lifetime warranty. Pre-order online at theohioeggfest.com today. Before they sell out, all proceeds benefit cancer research at the James. Get your discounted big green egg grills and your taster tickets now at theohioeggfest.com.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. From a basic driveway replacement to a complex in-ground pool, patio, or outdoor kitchen installation, Maxima can do it all. Pavers, natural stone, seating walls, even lighting and landscaping. Everything is in-house with Maxima, so buy from the guys that will actually perform the work. Mention 971 The Fan for $250 off your next project. Get a free estimate today by visiting MaximaConcrete.com.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we ensure your business always stays ahead of the curve, keeping you one step ahead of your competition. We bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team, as well as provide insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at OptimizedIT.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource. Proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Drink up, Slappy. It's time for Beers and Buckeyes with Patrick Murphy.
Here we go. We don't know why he went out there this week, but he's about to tell us. But there's some things that are happening out in Sin City. And hopefully what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas, because we'd like Pat Murphy back. And he's on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Patrick, hope you're well here on a Friday. How many beers have we had already?
I've only had about 2/3 of a tall boy of Bud Light so far today.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, what a good boy.
Well, I guess it depends on what you quantify as today, because we were up pretty late last night. We saw, there it is, we saw T-Pain perform, but he didn't go on till 2 a.m. Vegas time. So I guess I had more very early this morning. But yeah, today we've taken it easy. Some guys went golfing. We're here for a bachelor party, and it's 115 degrees. So yeah, I've never been in heat like this, but at least it's a dry heat, is what I'm told.
I think you are checking off for some. For others, it could be a complete nightmare. But the fact that you are doing a bachelor party in Las Vegas, that is a serious life experience right there. So congratulations, Pat.
Thanks. This is actually the 4th bachelor party I've been to in Las Vegas.
Oh, my God.
I've been it a few times. Yeah.
And you're still alive.
He's made it.
I've lived to tell about it thus far.
What else is on the docket out there, Murph?
We've got another club adventure tonight with, I think, Steve Aoki's performing, and then a pool party tomorrow, and then I leave very early Sunday morning to get back to lovely Columbus, Ohio. I just missed Austin, your guy Doug. I saw him at the airport coming back from Vegas, so we crossed paths very quickly. Yeah. He yelled my name, and I was very startled, and then I realized who it was, and we talked briefly.
Yeah, I think that
Doug, like the Doug from Hangover,
Doug Maurice
he can be your Doug.
Having a very different experience than Patrick is, because he went out there and was covering the Media Days festivities for the Big 12, which
not the Pac-12s.
Well, I think I don't know. I'm not aware if he stuck around for that.
They had an open bar, I heard.
But he wouldn't. That's not Doug's forte. So like maybe Murph should have been going to get a credential and get that open bar with the Pac-12.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe to catch some of the basketball stuff that's happening here. You got Summer League and you got USA Basketball, but that was not on the docket, unfortunately. So no work, not a lot of work, and no basketball.
They are really shoving sports in Vegas down our throats, aren't they?
Good. I'm happy for it.
They for years and decades they said it's coming to Vegas, it's going to happen, and now it's like that's the only city in the country where sports can happen at this rate, especially in the summertime. But Pat, we've already got one storyline. We're sort of doing a whole show of a Power 5 here, and we're doing the top 5 Buckeye football storylines going into the 2024 season. Austin had the first one. So number 1 was Chip Kelly being the offensive coordinator and the impact that's going to have. You get to say and pick what that second storyline is going into the season. So what do you got?
I like the Chip Kelly one. That's a good pick there, Austin. I think the first thing that pops into my mind after that is probably just how the quarterback situation plays out. I mean, not only do they have to find a starter, though I think we all agree it'll probably be Will Howard, but that starter has to play at a pretty high level, right? So we've got to get into camp. We've got to see who wins this job ultimately, and then once the season starts, kind of what that looks like going forward. And, can whoever it is play at a higher level than Kyle McCord a year ago? Do you need to play a higher level, or is there enough talent on this team to get the job done this time around? And so, yeah, I'd say the quarterback is probably my number 2 storyline there.
What did you make of the way that those guys played in spring, Murph?
Yeah, I think it was kind of Devin Brown seemed to be the front runner for a little bit there when we were out at practice, and I think that largely had to do with Will Howard settling in and adjusting to this offense and, the guys around him and whatnot. I thought by the time the spring game came around, he looked pretty good. I still think that there are areas he needs to improve in if, you are going to fully maximize this Buckeye offense, the downfield throws and things like that, especially something we saw at that last practice before the spring game, were a little underwhelming. But he also brings the rushing ability, which they haven't had in a long time. So, I think you've got the tools there in Will Howard to be successful, and obviously the experience is a big thing with him. So I think he has the tools to be the right guy for the job, but you got to go out and win it. And I think Devin Brown is going to at least make things interesting once again.
Patrick Murphy from Bucknuts is with us here on the Buckeye Show on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. He is hanging out in lovely Las Vegas, very, very hot Las Vegas as well. What are you looking forward to about media days? What are some unanswered questions right now that are rattling around about this team?
It's interesting because I think with so many guys back, like there's not a ton of mystery about this team, right? Like we know pretty much who's going to play where, except for maybe right guard, quarterback, and I guess you could argue possibly the weak side linebacker. But I do think where they feel like they've improved, how do you take that next step and get over the hump against Michigan? Similar storylines, frankly, to what we were asking a year ago, because they are kind of in that same position, right? Except they didn't make the college football playoff. So, what has to happen, besides just saying natty or bust and bringing in some more talented players, what has to happen to kind of take that next step and beat the team playing in Indy and, be a high seed in the college football playoff? I think that, for me, is kind of going to be the interesting narrative that floats behind this team all season.
It doesn't seem, Murph, like a tremendous surprise that Jack, Emeka, and Denzel were the picks to go to Indy for the Buckeyes. Who would you most have liked to have seen replace one of those guys?
Yeah, I think it would have been interesting to have an offensive lineman or a quarterback, and I'm not surprised they didn't send those given all the questions, but just to talk to those guys kind of about where things stand. I think Lathan Ransom would have also been a good pick. I have always enjoyed talking to him, and I think coming off that injury and getting back and kind of where his progress is would have been interesting. But no, I think it's a good group. Once again, I'm excited to talk to those guys. I think Denzel Burke is always fantastic for us, right? And just kind of his honesty and sometimes bluntness about what he thinks of things. So I'm sure we'll get a lot of good storylines out of it with those three going.
Patrick, I'm glad you are alive and well, because you're out there. For people that missed that, he's in Vegas for a bachelor trip. I've only been on 2 bachelor trips, my own and my brother-in-law's, and they were both like woodsy, like Hicktown type of stuff. That's what we did. Yeah, we went to West Virginia and went whitewater rafting for his.
Oh, that's not right.
And stayed in a cabin. And then for mine, we were out in Asheville, North Carolina. Played some golf, because that's my speed, and then did some of the breweries that are out there. If anyone's ever been to that town, it's a great town, great spot.
Sneaky brewery town. Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Very different than what we're doing out here. Very, very different.
All right, so he's having lots of these. What flavors are we going to have tonight, Pat? And just be sure to just walk around tonight. Just stay on your feet. Just walk around. That's all.
Oh, yeah. I can't even tell you what we'll have. It's whatever's available. Especially, you have to drink your drinks before you get to the club because it becomes too much of a process to buy drinks once you get there. So take care of your business early is my advice to anyone. But the beer's beer out here in Vegas. Just get it down.
Good thing we know how to tailgate in Columbus. So
yes, exactly.
You'll be well up to speed on that. Patrick, have a good time, and we'll see you soon.
All right, sounds good, guys. Thanks.
There he goes, Patrick Murphy from Bucknuts and 24/7. All right, to the traditional Power 5, where I've got to take a look at something that my friend Evil Bald Collins said about hamburger joints. Dudes ranking things on a Friday. The Power 5 is next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
The only radio station still operating with an active booze cart. I'm drunk right now. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp, presented by Safelite Bob Discount Furniture and Weber. Happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is a part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is safe and clean for the players every game at the Schottenstein Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned Redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
The Fan is your home for the Dallas Cowboys.
No, we're not. You can't say that. Take two.
The Fan is your home of the Buckeyes. Yes, that's right. Same thing, but more playoff success. Now give Big Voice Guy another brandy. Thank you. The Fan.
Ready for all those warm weather get-togethers? Fill up your grocery basket at Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle's Deals for Days program features more than 1,000 deals on your favorite items, so you can save more on what you like most. Barbecue parties, graduations, communions, they're all easier to plan when you buy at Giant Eagle. These low prices are available for a limited time at your Giant Eagle and Market District, so save today. Find more information on Deals for Days at gianteagle.com.
Pre-order the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 powered by Galaxy AI with Spectrum-free anytime upgrade. Use Circle to search with Google to see more and search more on the large Z Fold 6 screen. Or capture perfectly framed pics using FlexCam and Z Flip 6. Pre-order through Spectrum and get up to $1,000 off, plus double the storage on us. Hurry! Offer ends July 23rd. Visit a Spectrum store or SpectrumMobile.com today. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
This is Pretection. Yep,
Pre-tection, the everyday skin protection ritual that protects your skin from mosquitoes. Pre-barbecue. Pre-playground. Pre-everything. Pre-every day. Prevention is the best protection. This summer, make sure you have OFF, the #1 dermatologist-recommended repellent brand. SC Johnson, a family company.
It's time to roll out the red carpet for, well, new carpet. There's no better time than right now at the Home Depot, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save up to 10% on select special order carpet styles you love from brands you trust. And installation is included on qualifying purchases. Start your carpet project today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid July 11th through July 28th, 2024. Receive up to 10% off select special order carpet purchases. Minimum purchase required. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Because there's nothing better to do on a Friday night, let's just rank 5 things. It's the Buckeye Show's Power 5.
Welcome back, everybody. Timmy Hall, Austin Ward from The Podcast and Dotting the I's. He's also our Ohio State football expert extraordinaire here on The Fan and fills in on many, many shows. And does it quite well, too. The Boatman is back there.
Too kind.
Bodie, feel free to join in on this discussion because this is a fun one. And this Power 5, and when Austin is here, the way he likes to roll, he likes to share with the list. So he's got his list. I've got my list of the same topic. Sometimes that does make it fun because we can bounce them and see, you guys can decide who's more right in a subjective kind of thing. I don't think there's a wrong answer to this.
When you're making lists, you're competing.
This is important stuff too.
Groundbreaking.
We are talking about restaurants that we don't have access to in Columbus, Ohio, or the metro area. So we're talking about the 5 establishments. And I do deem that these have to be chains, okay?
Yep.
This can't be like, there's 2 or 3 of these mom and pop places. I am very, very keen on a burger joint in the northern Utah area. And I have told people, and people have listened to me, if they've ever visited Salt Lake City, to make sure you check out a place called Crown Burgers. There might be 4 of them now. I'm not sure.
Doesn't count.
But it doesn't count. But still, I would tell you, make sure you go there because it's one of the best burgers that I've ever had. Their thing is putting pastrami and melted cheddar cheese and the shredded lettuce and the other toppings.
We get some of that in here right now?
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
You can't take that thing in the car. You can't, get that and then be on your way to a Jazz game. No. Get a booth, get a table, and enjoy it there. They do the fry sauce in Utah. They do the ketchup mixed with mayo.
No thanks.
I'm not in on that. They got regular ketchup too for the fries, but this is it. This is a top 5 restaurants for us that we can't have in Columbus that we got to bring in. I start with number 5 because I saw this thanks to Evil Bald Colin, who clipped this Dispatch article that people have been talking about. And he said, you're going to make me choose between In-N-Out and Whataburger? Don't want to do that. But one of them that was listed where the Dispatch threw out, 6 or 7 establishments and said, hey, what do you think? One I know I got to have is a Portillo's. And I say this because I've never actually been in one of their brick and mortars.
Okay.
But twice now, I've been gifted the beef, the Italian beef, and then they'll also do a little Taste of Chicago thing where they'll give you Lou Malnati's pizza and Portillo's Italian beef. And the process of getting those puppies hot and the bread somehow, and this is all shipped in dry ice, right? And you thaw it out, and they've got a very select way to do this to get it, prepped the right way. It is dynamite. Best meal I've ever had, mail order. And that goes with Kansas City barbecue. Jack Stack's our spot. It is unbelievable, Portillo's. I want one.
See, I like Buona beef in Chicago. And people say, that's not one of the famous ones. But
that's okay.
If I'm bringing
like a famous ones.
Like a chain spot of, quicker service, that's the one I want. They also are in Soldier Field. So when Allie and Liberty and I made that impromptu trip to go to the Crew Fire game last month, I was thrilled to have that there. Got some on the way home.
That's fun,
right?
For
the full sit down the next day with the girls because they didn't have that in the stadium. We had hot dogs and brats, and I was like, I need the full experience. Buona beef, I love it. So they were in my top 5. I didn't necessarily put them in order, but since you started with Portillo's, I have to say that Buono was on mine.
And how many locations do you think they have?
I think we saw, 20 or 30 around the Chicago area.
So quite a few.
And I don't know.
So they're pretty big.
I think they're substantial.
Yeah, pretty substantial. And we've got some Portillo's, and there's been some talk of Portillo's coming here.
I would be surprised if they don't come here, honestly.
I think I've heard Common Man say that he has gone to Fort Wayne, Indiana, just to get the Portillo's.
Really?
Just and he lives in the northwest area kind of town, so still 2 hours, 20-ish minutes to get to Fort Wayne and then back. Number 4, I go with a sandwich joint that I think your buddy Bill Landis would sign off on. I think. I've never talked to him about it, but him being a Philly guy, I need a Primo Hoagies. And people that are from the Philly area or visit the Jersey Shore beaches like I do every other year now, growing up going to Wildwood, I have to have one. And you can get like the giant size one that you can split with parties. We would usually get like 2 of those, 2 of the giant ones, which are like, party size subs, and then split those and just get the basic Italian, And there's no mayo. That's the good thing about it. For non-mayo lovers, they're not doing mayo on traditional Italian sandwiches with the spices and everything. And that's the way it should be. Oil and vinegar. Like, think of how the Jersey Mike's way does it. That's how you do it. I love them. Love them. Need one.
Elite. Especially with shunning the mayo on the sandwich. That's a clutch move.
Miss me with it.
Gotta have. So I gave Berm a ton of flack for this. He wanted Del Taco. That was his favorite chain. And I said, I said, no. That's the worst you can possibly do.
No,
and
I like it.
I think one of the locations that did come to Ohio quickly closed because people realized exactly what I'm saying. But I grew up with Taco Bueno.
Taco Bueno.
And I would love to have.
Is that a Texas thing?
It was in Oklahoma when I was born in Tulsa. That's the spot that I grew up with. And there was like a Taco Bueno down the street. It is in Texas and it is around, the last time I had it, I think I was in Louisiana. So it is around, the southwest part of the country. And do I think that it is fine cuisine? Absolutely not. If you want a taco or 10 hard tacos to crush in a matter of minutes, Taco Bueno is the spot for you.
I want to say in Utah they had a bunch of taco chains too. Taco Maker, Taco Time.
Taco John's is big out there.
Taco John's, yeah, and Del Taco. There was too many. I couldn't keep them straight, and I tried them all. 3 is going back to the Carolinas. Had this one on the trip. I mentioned I had 2 stops with the places that have biscuit in the name, and I'm going with Biscuitville. Yeah, I'm going with the one with the beautiful yellow. Biscuitville, the yellow sign with the rolling pin with the word Biscuitville right in the middle. Tons of locations. If you are, taking the drive like true Midwesterners do, they drive everywhere down to the Carolinas, Cape Hatteras, wherever you're going. And the reason I love them is because they have the fried chicken. They've got the chicken biscuits. That's what I need. That's what I love. And they've got a spicy, too. And they've got cheer wine on tap.
Oh.
Yeah, on the soda fountains. Like Bojangles does. That's now here in town. That's 3 for me.
You can't lose with cheer wine. It's incredible. There's going to be a theme for the 3 that are left, which is that I spend a lot of time in Texas. So I don't throw Taco Bueno in there because I got into that when I was in Oklahoma, but the last 3 all have a very Lone Star theme.
Okay.
Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. I checked to make sure that it complied with your rules, Timmy. There are 50 locations of Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue across Texas. As far as I know, there are none outside of the state of Texas. The first one, though, should be like on Bethel Road in Northwest Columbus. I think that would be great.
It does have a Bethel Road look to it. I'm looking at a storefront here. That looks good.
I think that's exactly where it should be. And I will be standing in line outside the door to get the chopped brisket and, all the sauces. You don't want the wimpy sauce. You want to kick it up. You want a little heat. But my mom gets that, like the first meal, like the first lunch, whenever we get down there with the girls, she's like, I'm not cooking while you're here.
We're going there.
She's past that. She just goes and picks it up and brings it back to the house. Like, I don't even have to do anything.
Beautiful.
That's the elite delivery device.
You're just getting kick-ass barbecue. It's not that Rudy, Bodie, so don't worry about it.
No.
I said it back here. I wasn't going to interrupt the conversation.
He was chanting it, actually. Rudy.
I saw him start to put a jersey down on the console, and I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. It's not that Rudy. We're fine. 2 for me, and this is going to be kind of an ode to you, and I've I love this place. There's a story where I went to my buddy's wedding. He was getting married down in the Fort Walton Beach area, so in Destin, Florida. And me and my one friend who made the trek to go to this guy's wedding, destination style, we liked him just enough to get on, flights and go to a smaller regional airport. But we had 3 meals in one day at a Whataburger. We wanted to hit it so badly. We wanted to do it so much. And they're just fantastic. They're great. So I don't have In-N-Out on the list, and I do have Whataburger in there at 2. I know T-Bone. Going to be very happy about that. And my number 1, just to get it out here for time, is Cookout. And if you don't know Cookout, please familiarize yourself with Cookout. There's one in Huntington, West Virginia. I will go to a Marshall basketball game just to get Cookout. I'm going to do that this fall if it fits into the schedule. But it's got the best value meal, the char grill burgers, the milkshakes. You've got, provocative side dishes like a corn dog and chicken nuggets for sides. Yep. And you've got the Carolina barbecue sandwiches. So that's it for me, number 1.
I'm so glad you didn't put In-N-Out on there because In-N-Out is trash and doesn't deserve to be on anyone's list anywhere. I have Whataburger and Buckeyes left, which we're going to be close. Springfield's getting that Buckeyes. I'm not sure when the construction will be finished, but I will definitely cruise over there 45 minutes to get some burritos over there.
All right, you guys can tell us what we missed at the Buckeye Show on Twitter and X or on the YouTube chat room. Bodie, you can tell us what we missed coming up here. Will Howard is just hiding in the weeds right now, so tell you what he's trying to pounce on next as we check the college football pulse. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
It's no fun to get blindsided. That's why you need to know what's coming in Ohio Medicaid.
Championship quarterback Cardale Jones.
Recent changes in Ohio Medicaid could impact you. If your information isn't up to date, you can lose your health insurance. Call the Ohio Department of Medicaid so you don't have to scramble to stay insured.
Call 800-324-8680. A public health message from CareSource.
That's what I call forward progress.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
When you've been diagnosed with heart or vascular disease, where you start your care makes all the difference.
When you choose the Heart and Vascular Center at The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Our team of specialized experts will manage your condition day to day.
And should you need more advanced care like complex heart or vascular surgery,
you'll never need to travel farther.
You didn't choose heart and vascular disease, but the choice of where to treat it is clear.
The Ohio State University Heart and Vascular Center.
Common Man here for Choice Cabinet. Contractors, builders, apartment managers, I'm talking to you. You've all been using the same old cabinet vendors for too long. I want to introduce you to Choice Cabinet. They are new to Central Ohio, and they want your business. Family owned and operated by the Laurinaitis. Yes, cousins to that guy. Kitchens, closets, pantries, laundry rooms, mud rooms, 60,000 all-wood cabinets in stock. Call my guys today, 216-378-9313, or go to choicecabinet.com.
Meet Abdullah Mahmood, problem gambling counselor at Maryhaven.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. It can happen so quickly that you don't realize it until you face a crisis. Gambling issues often connect to depression, anxiety, or other addictions. Maryhaven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. I'm Buddy Wells. Starting with baseball, just 3 games left on the schedule for the Guards and Redlegs before the All-Star break. They just got underway in Tampa Bay between the Guardians and Rays. They're scoreless heading to the bottom of the first. They'll get started here shortly at Great American Ballpark between the Reds and Marlins. First pitch is at 7:10. Carson Spires is on the mound for Cincinnati. Sticking with baseball, on Tuesday, we will have the 94th edition of the Midsummer Classic in Arlington, Texas. Today, it was announced that rookie phenom Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates will be starting for the National League. In the NBA, the Knicks and All-NBA guard Jalen Brunson have agreed to a 4-year extension worth a little over $156 million. It's a pretty interesting move for Brunson as he leaves an extra $113 million on the table had he waited until next summer to sign the extension. And in soccer this weekend, the Crew are on the road tomorrow night against LAFC. Kickoff is at 10:30. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Need heating, cooling, plumbing, or electric? Call a carpenter.
All right, that was a fun Power 5 back there. And look, whenever you're going to a college football town, you're getting outside of the comfort zone, or maybe you're going somewhere where that still is a comfort zone if you're from somewhere else and you're going to catch a college football game or another Big Ten town. It's always cool to see some restaurants that you can't have back here. So we did that. Bodeman, did you like the restaurants that we heard? Is there a favorite that you get when you're out of town that you can't have here?
I have never been to any of those restaurants.
Really?
So I can't really say too much about
10?
it. 0 for 10, yeah.
Well, I think we shared on
we had a couple double up, yeah.
0 for 8 or whatever.
Whataburger for sure.
When you travel over towards South Bend or you go to Indiana, any spots that you like to hit?
Not really, honestly. It's kind of always a quicker trip just because, you spend so much time driving.
Grew up with that.
QT.
So that's where I got my first.
You got to stop at a QT.
Is that in South Bend?
I don't know. I think if you were to go like west on 70 and keep going, you'd get into Quick Trip country. They're also like a mega gas station like Buckeyes and like Sheetz.
Okay. Where my first baseball cards came from. Quick Trip. Hopping on the bike, go down the street in Tulsa.
Oh, yeah. The QT, man. The QTs are big out in KC, too. What is your favorite restaurant then? One meal. What's
anywhere or South Bend or
just anywhere for this one?
Does it have to be fast food?
No.
Just a chain.
He opened up the entire world of culinary delights to you.
Absolutely.
And
anywhere.
you can't pick.
I don't know. Yeah, that's tough. Because like Adriatico's isn't a chain, right?
No.
I do love Adriatico's pizza.
I do too.
Chains are tough because I don't eat at chains a lot. Like I don't need
Chili's, baby back ribs.
Awesome Blossom, extra awesome.
Barbecue sauce.
I don't eat at chains a lot because I don't eat out a ton. So when I do, I try to do something like a little different.
You see?
Support. Eat local.
Local business. Yeah,
Bode.
That's right.
Bodeman.
Man of the people.
I respect it.
Is different.
I mean, I don't go to chains either.
He's different. We're going to find out what AI Bodeman is like in the next segment. But
does AI Bodie have some favorite food? I don't know.
No, AI Bodie isn't talking about food, but he's talking about something that real Bodie likes. But he's going to do something that real Bodie has never done here on this show. But Bodeman, what do we got going on in college football here tonight?
Yeah, we got some maybe an atypical change in July here. A new Heisman favorite has emerged. That is Oregon quarterback Dylan Gabriel. At
Peter Gabriel.
This is per ESPN Bet. You can always find varying odds depending on where you look, but he's at plus 750 with ESPN. Carson Beck of Georgia and Quinn Ewers at Texas, just behind him. The former 4 months, maybe 5 months, Buckeye Quinn Ewers there. It's a pretty short time, but nevertheless. Carson Beck, he's plus 800, and then Quinn Ewers is plus 900.
Now, the guy that's hiding in the weeds in a beautiful
Riley
spot
Leonard.
there. Yeah. Riley Will Howard. Yeah. Will is sitting pretty at plus 1,600. So he's sixth in the chain there. Did you say Jackson Dart? He was right there, too.
I just said the top three.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Quinn and then Jackson Dart. Oh, I'm sorry. Will's fifth or tied for fifth with Nico. Say the last name of the Tennessee guy.
No.
I learned this last year. and now I've forgotten it.
I've heard it too. And
we'll just say Nico and the Niners. All right, shout out to 21 Pilots. So Will Howard at plus 1,600. Austin, I just love that spot. I love that value, and we know how this could go if he gets past that Oregon game. There will be a point somewhere where if he's doing well, those odds will skyrocket, and you won't be getting him anywhere close to plus 1,600. He could be the odds-on favorite by week 6 or 7 of the college football season.
You're right.
Who knows?
If Ohio State wins at Oregon, if they beat Michigan, if they win the Big Ten, and then the voting is done, Will Howard
very much be your guy.
Could very well be lifting that trophy.
He could, and wouldn't that be almost poetic? With like funny the way the world works, that he's the transfer in, he gets this team around him. He's been a good quarterback. I don't know if anyone would say stud or legendary college quarterback yet. The numbers have been huge.
I don't think he's legendary.
That's true.
Not saying
that's
that.
True. Nobody has said that Will Howard is legendary at this point in his career.
Nobody has said that. Yes, but it could happen. This is a season where we don't have a runaway guy. I'm surprised that Shedeur Sanders is nowhere to be found on these odds.
Because people know that Colorado has no chance of winning games.
Yeah, it's a team deal. I don't think when you go 5-7.
That's true. It's a team deal, and you got to be on a team that's going to be up there. But you got a real good shot in this college football season because there's not some front runner at the start here.
Yeah, I'm confused about what has changed to boost Dillon Gabriel. There's been a lot of conversation about him in the last couple of weeks, and I don't really understand why. He's played a ton of games at the college level, but that can be a good or a bad thing. It means he's probably not going to be a great NFL player. He dealt with injuries. I know all that. But what is it about Oregon or Dillon Gabriel that has people excited suddenly in the middle of July? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I just know that I feel like I should sprinkle something somewhere to make this college football season a little bit more fun and a little bit more exciting.
And you found it?
And plus 1,600 is great. That's fantastic. And I don't think anyone else, I don't feel that there with any of these other players. It's not to say that I don't believe in them or think that there's some big time stuff there. I just think there's ceilings on it. Like Quinshon Judkins, I don't know if he could go more than 1,400 yards because of Travion Henderson also being in this backfield. Now, I've already said I think there could be twin thousands with these guys. That's a nice prediction. And Emeka Egbuka, I also think you got to look at Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate and Brandon Innes, some of these other receivers that are going to steal some stats there. But Will be able to be behind all of it.
He's the quarterback. And if he stays healthy and wins those games, he's going to be in the Heisman Trophy race, like bar none. It'd be hard for Ohio State to accomplish anything that it wants to without him putting up numbers that are going to be in the Heisman Trophy conversation. If you're talking about sprinkling and getting something interesting, the player that I haven't seen any odds for that I'd really like to is Caleb Downs.
Caleb Downs. Just because he's great.
I think he's going to be the best defensive player in America. I think this is going to be the best defense in America at Ohio State. And if they do experiment a little, and I'm only talking 5 to 10 touches, I'm not talking about him being a full-time member of the running back room. Not going that far.
Ooh, baby.
Right.
But
if you let him return a couple punts, if he scores 1 or 2 offensive touchdowns, Ohio State could build a Heisman Trophy campaign for this guy.
I had a number on him. I had a book. This odd was from June 18, so not that long ago. Care to take a guess at what his odd was coming in at?
I mean, I hadn't seen one at all, so it's got to be like plus 10,000 or something.
Yeah,
like
plus 15,000.
Oh. Well, give me the name of that book real quick.
Right? Let's go $20, right?
I'd
make it really fun.
I'm interested.
When he has that first huge game, right?
I don't think it's
picks and a fumble recovery and a touchdown or something.
Because the other part is what you mentioned, Tim. Like, people can't decide on who the front runner is going into the season. That works to the advantage of somebody. He already has All-American credentials. Sometimes that means that you can sneak in as a defender or another position, wide receiver. We'll see what happens. But, no one is really excited about the possibility of Dillon Gabriel, Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers winning the Heisman Trophy, or the odds would not be what they are.
Yeah, it could be an interesting race here. It could be an exciting year for the Heisman race for sure. Let's get a couple more for Boatman here.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
Saw this one on 24/7 Sports today. Coaches with the best shot at winning their first national championship. Got a list 10-1 here. Sharon Moore, Mike Norvell. You know him, you love him. We all love him. Marcus Freeman at number 8. James Franklin at 7. Brian Kelly at 6. Lane Kiffin at 5. Kalen DeBoer at number 4. Steve Sarkisian at number 3. Dan Lanning at number 2.
And
you could probably
yours
guess
truly.
who number 1 is.
I figured those
maybe setting
top
aside
two.
Ryan Day.
What were the numbers for Ryan Day? Or he's just number 1?
Just number 1.
Okay.
He's 1.
I thought we had more juice. More vigor out there.
Outside of Ryan Day, kind of setting that one aside a little bit. Does that sound about right? You think Dan Lanning, Steve Sarkisian, Kalen DeBoer right behind him?
Those are the guys. I'm really curious to see what Kalen DeBoer does first year at Alabama. If he is really that guy and he can go in there and, pick up where Nick Saban left off and keep that culture where it is. It's going to be very, very curious to see from where he was, coaching in the Pacific Northwest and really successful at a smaller level of college football. But those other guys, those are the dudes, and their teams are more ready now than they were. So that's what you have to have.
Yeah, I know one of those coaches who will never win one.
Sark.
It doesn't belong on there.
Brian Kelly.
James Franklin.
That's true.
We all named
too.
3 different people.
We did. 3 guys.
We're done being great.
James, you were right. You were spot on about that.
Good.
You
But
were
we're
done
not
being
gonna be
great.
great.
You were back to just being kind of good.
Yeah, him
Pretty
and Brian
good.
Kelly are just kind of like, they've just been around so long. I feel like it's hit a point where it's like, Sark just made the playoff in his 3rd year at Texas. DeBoer, he was just in the national championship, obviously at a new school there. Freeman's still young at it. Mike Norvell, Sharon Moore obviously is, I guess technically he's coached a couple games, but he's, just becoming the head coach there. But Franklin and Kelly, I think we've just kind of seen enough. Like, I don't know.
If James Franklin was going to win a national championship, if he was that kind of caliber coach, he would have already done it.
Or gotten a little bit closer, right?
I think you're right.
Made a playoff or whatever.
And you can't bank on the field expanding to now I can make a college football playoff.
To me, it's
okay, good.
Couldn't beat a top 10 team before now. Now, maybe I'll beat 4 in a row.
Exactly.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I heard Rothman and Ice talking about this a couple days ago, and they were talking at it from the specific angle of the Buckeyes, but just like in general, is it easier, is it harder in this new format? You can go both ways. If you're Ohio State, you get a mulligan, kind of like last year, you still would have made it.
Look,
I think that's probably better for like an Ohio State type, a Georgia type. I think Georgia probably would have won the national championship last year if they had gotten a second shot at it. But if you're like Penn State or, some of these other schools, hell, I love Notre Dame, but now it's like, God, we got to beat 3 of these teams in a row to win it. Like, to me, that's harder.
Of the 3
4,
coaches,
right? Because they're never going to be
4
in the top 4.
To me, if you can get to like an 11-1 or 12-0 and you play like the group of 5.
Okay. I respect it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm just saying, of the 3 coaches we all said with different names, I do agree with Austin. James Franklin has no chance of that trio. I also don't think Sark is going to win a natty. I could see them in the game just because of what Texas is starting to do now. And I'm not ready to give a full admission because I've not thought that highly of Sark with... You just take a look at what he's been. You just take a look at what his records have been, and will that consistency stay there? He's got a great quarterback right now, and they've got a great roster, so we will see. But then again, once you get to that level, like we're experiencing with Ryan Day, then you've got to go and cash in, and they're going to be asking for more. Well, it's Texas. That's what they should be doing.
And that, to Bodie's point, like, you do get the mulligan now, a lot of these power teams, to get into the playoff. But winning the playoff is going to be harder than it has ever been before.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, I think when you look at this and people throw out the natty or bust stuff, like even for Ohio State and Ohio State and Georgia have the 2 best rosters in the sport, that still doesn't guarantee you anything when you have to play 3 slugfests in a row. That's going to be challenging. It's going to be a crapshoot. You don't see the best team winning the Super Bowl every year because it is hard to win those games that are coin flips over and over and over.
We have more storylines to get to. We still have so much fun to cram in to the rest of this 7 o'clock hour of the Buckeye Show. And next, we met AI Tyvis yesterday, and he's back with something else to say, along with some other friends from the radio station, including the 2 guys that are here with me right now.
I'm scared.
But their robot forms will be here. It is the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Big voice guy here to remind you that you're listening to The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Okay, thanks. I have 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
When you need urgent care and you need it fast, where you go makes all the difference. When you choose advanced urgent care from the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, you're choosing an advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State emergency physicians. We offer walk-in treatment for more serious illnesses and injuries such as broken bones, abdominal pain, and pneumonia, all with shorter wait times and less cost than an emergency department. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
And now we're on our way with Coda, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Whether it's game day or every day, Coda moves Buckeyes fans down the line toward victory. Download the Transit app today for an easy way to plan and pay for your next trip. Visit coda.com/transit app to learn more.
Common Man and T-Bone are known for many things. And while great radio ain't one of them, shoving food down their gullets is their specialty. Join Man and Bone for Fat Boy Food Tip.
Live at 3 or on the podcast.
Your home for fat. The Fan.
When you have to stop but don't really want to, stop at BP. Because BP has everything you need to keep it going. Fuel to keep the adventures going. The BP Me app to keep the savings and the commutes going. Snacks and drinks to keep the crew going. And the BP Me Rewards Visa to keep the rewards going and going and going. A stop at BP isn't a stop at all. Keep it going.
Excuse me, waiter. There's a hair in my soup. A long purple hair.
I'm so sorry. I'll get the manager.
I'm the manager. How can I help?
Wait, weren't you the Plum Insurance mascot?
What gave it away? My long purple fur?
Something like that.
What if all insurance companies were like NJM and were known for putting their policyholders first, not gimmicks? Then all those insurance mascots would have to get real jobs.
I'll pass on dessert.
No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunny, hot, and humid with a pop-up shower on this Friday. Temperatures around 90 degrees, down to around 70, dry and mainly clear by Saturday morning. And during the day, more heat and humidity. High temperatures reaching around 90 Saturday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz.
Buckeye Talk and the latest updates on Ryan Day's beard. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall, Austin Ward, all you fine Buckeye fans here. Austin, I think you're a guy that likes wings. I know you like wings, and I'm here to tell you about American Nitral's Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest, presented by Lowe's. It is back for year 2, and I simply cannot wait. It was a breath of fresh air last year when I did this event. Didn't really know exactly how it was going to roll. Met all the people down at American Nitro. They were fantastic. They knew a lot about what they were doing. They were as prepared as any group of people that were kickstarting an event. And it looked like a major event for the very first time. And I'll tell you, live music, ice cold beer, a wing smoking competition. I will be judging it. Food trucks. They literally have 3 tons of chicken wings.
Thanks for the invite.
Bring in for this. You are invited.
Not to be a judge.
You're coming. You're just going to eat all the wings.
Okay.
You don't even have to judge.
I accept.
And it's a great cause. And we're raising money for Ghosts of War, providing immediate assistance to veterans in need. If you think you got what it takes, sign the team up at 971thefan.com. Yeah, you can sign up a wing smoking team. Dry rub, sauced, hot, whatever you think is your best wing. And that's the fun thing about this, too, is there's are going to be wing cooks and chefs providing and cooking wings, all different styles. So there's going to be some kind of taste and flavor for the whole family. All the wings and smokers are provided for you, and you're competing for cash prizes and that first place trophy. Brought to you by Lowe's, Columbus Chamber of Commerce, Darby Dental Supplies, and more. So I put it out there on the Buckeye Show Twitter and X account.
What was the date on that, Timmy?
The date on that is... did I not say what the date was?
Timmy, isn't it September 14th? I thought I remember.
It's September 14th.
Told me that before.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it wasn't in my little read there. You're right. Good call, Austin. Thank you for bringing that up. Saturday, September 14th. It is perfectly placed on a bye week. That's right.
They know what they're doing.
Absolutely, they know what they're doing. They're Buckeye guys. They absolutely know what they're doing. So thank you to them. I posted up a little picture of my spot, and you were there not too long ago with the Pinehurst Strip Cookout. Cookout, hamburgers, and barbecue, a staple of the Carolinas, but boy, it would be a breath of fresh air to have them here in Columbus. So tell us and chime in there what out-of-town restaurant that you love you need here in Columbus. Now, before we get to the AI fun, continuing on with our show-long Power 5, we are now to... I think I wrote storyline number 4 up there, but we're really at storyline number 3. So we have got Chip Kelly being in this Buckeye football program, new offensive coordinator, big hire for Ryan Day, storyline number 1. 2 is the Ohio State quarterback position in that situation with Will Howard being a transfer, and Patrick Murphy had that one. Austin, back to it. 3rd biggest storyline here.
Yeah, the marquee transfer in on the other side of the football. What Caleb Downs looks like at Ohio State, playing back there at safety, the impact he can have. I mentioned him earlier on in the show when we were talking about the Heisman odds. Like I think there's a possibility that based on what he did a year ago, based on his role in this, Jim Knowles safety-driven defense, the possibility that he might be used in other ways on special teams and on offense. Like
it's exciting.
There's a
Just
lot
to see
going
how
on.
much. Yeah.
Even if he doesn't do the offense and special teams, that's fine. That's totally fine. Doesn't have to. It's still going to be riveting to watch him. He was so good as a true freshman. For Nick Saban to put him out there on day one tells you just how highly, and that guy knows a little bit about defense too. So he was phenomenal in year 1. The fact that Ohio State got a second crack at him after Nick Saban's retirement to go through that recruitment process again and close the deal this time after seeing, because I think Caleb Downs really wanted to come to Ohio State in the first go round. It was down to Ohio State and Alabama. The Buckeyes finished second because the proof of concept for Jim Knowles' defense still really wasn't there. The proof of concept for what those safeties were going to do and the role that Caleb Downs was going to play wasn't quite there. It is there now, and they were able to make the most of this opportunity that fell into their laps and watching him play and what that means for everybody else. We know that kicks Sonny Styles up to linebacker. That's another subplot to storyline number 3 here, partnering him up with Lathan Ransom, what that means for the 1-2 punch back there at safety. Building around Jordan Hancock at nickel, the freedom that this is going to give Davis Nigbanosin and Denzel Burke at corner, and maybe Jermaine Matthews in a 3-man group. Like there's a lot of excitement, but the guy that I think everyone is going to be drawn to is Caleb Downs.
He's just so good, and it's going to be so exciting. And 107 tackles, leading Alabama in tackles as a true freshman. That's crazy. And he had a punt return for a touchdown. So he only had 4 of those, and one of them was for a touchdown. I don't know how that ultimately is going to go with the talk of the offensive thing. I would love to see him back there. I would just love to see this guy deployed any way they want to, anything that he can handle.
Right.
So there's storyline number 3. Now, it is time for some visits with fan personalities in their robot artificial intelligence form. Now, Tyvis, of course, is not here. He was working earlier. He worked with me yesterday, and he likes to make a big deal, Austin, about no days off. And why would I take, I'm going to do his voice now. Why would I take vacation, Tim? Why wouldn't I just work? I'm here to work.
Is Tyvis from Alabama, or?
He's got a little twang
like you
to
had
him.
a southern twang in there.
He's got a twang. Does he not?
I feel like I just did Tyvis.
Yeah.
Does it?
Really?
Guess I'll have to listen next time. I've never noticed.
So AI Tyvis chimes in about not being here tonight.
I just want to apologize for not being there in person. I know I talk all the time about how work comes first, and I like to shame Timothy for taking vacations. But since I did Bishop and Friends this morning, I was too tired to have some fun with y'all on a Friday night. Sorry, I got to go to the batting cage now to practice my softball swing. And I'm going to laugh so loud when I hit a dinger.
Yes, he is.
That was too robotic. We know that's AI Tyvis.
Too robotic?
There wasn't enough inflection on that.
Didn't get it done? Well, if you thought that was robotic, let's see how AI Austin Ward sounds. He chimes in on a little bit of our golf escapades this past week.
So I know Tim is glad to have me on the program tonight because I'm the only guy that he played with last weekend who could make a putt to save his life. Beamer was barely able to speak by the time he was Tim's partner, let alone try to swing a golf club. This is fun tonight, but I really wish we had some Jell-O shots here. That would have been nice. Or at least some Rooster's wings. I like the donkey flavor, and I think you guys know why. And why does Bodie keep asking me, who do you play for?
I thought, in doing all these, I thought yours may be the best.
That sounded pretty good.
Maybe the best.
It's a little sped up, which I think they all kind of are. You have to almost like look past that, but otherwise.
I don't like it.
It's kind of scary, right? So I then chimed in on what you just said there, Austin.
Yes, Austin. You were a great putter, that's for sure. Also, your outfit that day looked like it was delivered by a bald eagle who was shot out of a firecracker. That was ignited by George Washington. That's how American it looked. America! And Bodie keeps pretending that he is former Team USA hockey coach Herb Brooks. He has a disease that only allows him to remember movie lines from only that film. It brings him many laughs. Watch this. Hey, Bodie, do you think you can do this job on talent alone? You don't have enough talent to do it on talent alone.
I hope
AI hasn't figured out emotion yet.
I hope people are enjoying this as much as us. And AI Bodie, he walks into
with
the
the
room.
rebuttal.
AI Bodie walks into the room and he's got something to do. And this is the big one because real Bodie has not even done the full thing yet.
Hello, I'm Bodie Wells, and I'd like to perform my favorite scene from the greatest movie of all time, Miracle, released in 2004, celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Here it is. Great moments are born from great opportunity, and that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. Because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world. You were born to be hockey players. Every one of you. And you were meant to be here tonight. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets have. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
This is your time.
Yeah, like Austin said a second ago. Lacking kind of the emotion. It was more of like, as if the person was just reading the script rather than giving the speech to the team. But
I think I missed a line in there. We skate with them, we stay with them, and we shut them down because we can. I lost that line in there, but either way, I thought that was a great job, a great effort by AI Bodie right there. All right, Adam King. We don't have AI Adam King. We get something worse.
There's no way that AI can replicate Adam King.
We get the real one that is much worse and a terrible golfer. He joins us in studio. He'll give us a couple of the last big storylines for Buckeye football going into 2024 in his eyes. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
An ex-jock and a very puffy, smooth-faced man. These are the first voices you should hear. Morning Juice. Your wake-up service.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. From a basic driveway replacement to a complex in-ground pool, patio, or outdoor kitchen installation, Maxima can do it all. Pavers, natural stone, seating walls, even lighting and landscaping. Everything is in-house with Maxima, so buy from the guys that will actually perform the work. Mention 971 The Fan for $250 off your next project. Get a free estimate today by visiting MaximaConcrete.com.
We go to war for you. This is attorney Robert Scherger. Have you been hurt in a truck accident? Don't settle without speaking to me. Call us at Scherger Shannara Trial Attorneys, where we go to war for you. Results matter, and we're here to help you fight for justice. Call 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com. War for you, warforyou.com.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me: pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet store, America's arch supports experts.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker, or open up the iHeartRadio app, or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the dopes at The Fan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts is your exclusive in-person advance sale ticket outlet for the 2024 Ohio State Fair. Discount admission tickets are $8 at participating stores. Enjoy food, entertainment, animals, rides, and so much more at the Ohio State Fair, July 24th through August 4th. Get advance sale tickets now through Tuesday, July 23rd. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you're listening to this and you're not already keeping it easy in your backyard with Bud Light, well, consider this message a gentle reminder. Your backyard is waiting, and so is that Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, it's Chops, and thanks to Awaken 180, I dropped my first 60 pounds in only 13 weeks. That's the same length as summer. Enjoy the summer months while creating the new you. Reserve your at-home consultation today at awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Optimized IT, the managed services division of Modern Office Methods. With our cutting-edge managed IT services, we ensure your business always stays ahead of the curve, keeping you one step ahead of your competition. We bring proven management strategies to the table to support your current IT team, as well as provide insight on how to maximize efficiency, helping you achieve your goals faster. Concerned about security? Our backup solutions help guarantee your data is protected around the clock, giving you peace of mind. Start at optimizedit.net for your free IT assessment. Stay ahead, stay secure, and stay optimized.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource. Proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Stickers on helmets make us happy. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall, Austin Ward, hanging out with you guys tonight on a lovely Friday. We certainly appreciate it. I want to tell you real quick about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Adam King loves when I talk about my guys there. You see, low testosterone can be problematic for a lot of guys. You start losing certain percentages of it every single year if you're in your 30s, if you're heading towards the big 4-0 like me. And the only way to get some of that back is to seek out some treatment. So Tri-State Men's Health can help. And you might notice some of the things that are bothersome. Lack of energy, unproductive workouts, bad sleep patterns, and the dreaded low libido.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the sexy drive. You really got to be driving in the fast lane if we're talking about that. So that's what low T treatment from Tri-State Men's Health can help you out with. Just check them out, tristatemenshealth.com, or the number 800-900-9654. See about that first visit, $99. Their facilities are wonderful. It's like a clubhouse. We high-five each other on the way in and out the door.
We?
You see me? Because I just live there.
You just hang out? Just for the fun?
I just live there.
He said it was his clubhouse.
The one right there in Hilliard, right off of 270, and several other locations as well. So low T treatment. Find out if that could be for you. Tri-State Men's Health knows what they're doing. Tell them Timmy Hall sent you. Adam, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Did you know, Tim, that this man on my right, Adam King, had an invitation?
Golf?
He had an invitation to the Marysville Marathon.
Yeah, we need it.
Next year I'm going to take
it down.
Next year I'm going to take
the turned it down.
Some of us have to keep the lights on around here on the weekend, okay? You know, it's me, myself, and I on Saturdays.
Did you not hear our last segment, how all of us are now in AI?
Yeah, I heard that, and that's terrifying.
I don't like it.
No, because you could get Austin Ward to make outrageous hot takes.
Well, I thought that Austin was the best one.
Okay.
And if you didn't hear it, this was Austin chiming in a little bit about our golf round that we had last weekend.
So I know Tim is glad to have me on the program tonight because I'm the only guy that he played with last weekend who could make a putt to save his life. Beamer was barely able to speak by the time he was Tim's partner, let alone try to swing a golf club. This is fun tonight, but I really wish we had some Jell-O shots here. That would have been nice. Or at least some Rooster's wings. I like the donkey flavor, and I think you guys know why. And why does Bodie keep asking me, who do you play for?
It's pretty good, right?
That is terrifying. First of all, nailed it with the Jell-O shots and Rooster's wings. I mean, I think that's just a casual Thursday. That's the Ward household.
Monday. We start the week that way.
Fantastic. That's scary. That is absolutely terrifying.
Now he's going to have you next Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, we will get you.
Timmy, I did show up.
Dom's going to be funny.
Oh, that's going to be great. You don't need Dom AI. He'll just say it for you.
Right. AI Dom is going to be talking about, deals on pants, his pizza
I heard you were
that you're not
crying
able
over
to
a
try.
Scotty Cameron putter. Is that true?
Oh, absolutely true.
He called me yesterday. He said, Timmy Hall keeps crying over this putter. I couldn't get him.
What would you do if someone came to you about something so exciting, something that basically is a done deal, and then
would you like a free trip to Disney, Adam? I have it for you right here on my phone.
And then you go and inquire about that. It's like, oh, too bad. Deal's gone.
Somebody else
I click that link every day on Facebook. Every day I saw a free cruise I'm signed up for. One of these days it's going to come through. I'm telling you guys.
Oh, by the way, all you have to do for something like that is take a walk around the golf show. They've got free everything.
Free everything.
And they're like, they call you up later that night and they're like, hey, you got it for free. Only it's going to cost you like $3,000.
So Timmy.
But other than that, it's free. So let's talk about it.
I've got a story that sometimes deals aren't everything. You ready for this? The NCAA football game's coming out.
It is?
It is. It's coming out.
We're talking 7 days now.
Yeah.
Next Friday.
First release is Monday.
So
first release, if you're lucky.
It took me a lot of work. I haven't played video games in a long time. But I convinced others in my household that I was going to play some video games.
There's one other person.
It's maybe. That I was going to play some video. It took a lot of convincing. Like, hey, I know I'm a grown adult.
This is for work.
Yeah, this is for work. I think I used that exact line. So I go online. Like, I'm not paying full price for an Xbox. All right. I'm playing one game. I don't need the storage, whatever. So I go on eBay, as you do. And I bought a used Xbox Series S. I was so excited. I was like a kid on Christmas. It delivered yesterday. I ran down. I picked up the package. I opened it up. I plug it in.
No worky.
It's an Xbox One Series S.
Oh, no.
It's an Xbox One Series S.
Oh, read the fine print, buddy.
Oh, no. Oh,
was the listing correct?
Who
was wrong?
I was wrong.
You were wrong.
I was wrong.
Oh.
And so I emailed this guy.
Are you keeping it?
I'm trying to return it. I mean, the thing was, what happened was when I was in my cart, I put 2 in my cart. One was the Xbox One Series S. The other was the Series S that you need. And I made sure to delete the Xbox One.
And you didn't.
I didn't.
And you didn't
I
refresh.
got the wrong one.
Dude.
So now I'm sitting there. I had just convinced that I'm allowed to play video games, and I've thrown $150 right in the trash.
So you thought
What was the price on the
was
other
the
one?
right price?
I thought
What was the price on the other one?
They were both like $150.
They were both $150.
Yeah, and the reason that I picked this one is it had more memory. I remember thinking, I want the one with more memory.
Even though you just told yourself there's only one game that I'm ever going to play.
Yeah.
Now I want more memory.
Yeah, and now looking back.
Now you just made some memories.
The best part is that I went to return it. I put it back in the box. I'm like, all right, I'm going to convince this guy to take this back the other member of my household goes, hey, did you pack that up? And I said, yeah. And she goes, oh, so you're returning it? I said, yeah. And she goes, with the power cord that's still plugged into the wall over there. So I had to undo the whole thing. It's devastating.
Really crushed it.
Yeah, pretty terrible.
Adam King, 10TV, is here. We'll have some freebies for you here in just a minute. But give us our 4th biggest storyline for Ohio State football. Just hold on. I'll catch you up. This is how we're doing it here. This is the show-long Power 5 here. Storyline number 1 is Chip Kelly and his impact.
Okay.
Storyline number 2 is the Ohio State quarterback situation, Will Howard being here. Storyline number 3 is Caleb Downs transferring in and being here. You now get to tell us your pick, 4th biggest storyline for Ohio State football coming into the 24 season.
You went with Caleb Downs at 3?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I didn't want to name nothing but offense.
All right. Where are you going?
That's fair. I'm going Quinshon Judkins.
Quinshon.
Of course. I mean, the running back duo is phenomenal.
You putting them both in the running back duo.
The running back
as
duo.
a storyline.
Yeah. You know, if I was TreVeyon Henderson, I'd be a little disrespected with everything I've seen around the country. I mean, everything is about how Quinshon is this great back, which he is.
Top 10 player in the EA rankings, right?
But if Quinshon, and this might be I might be wrong here, but I would say if Quinshon Judkins doesn't come to Ohio State, then TreVeyon Henderson is probably rated as a top 10 back in the country. But because of Quinshon Judkins, I feel like so many people have just kind of well, we got one of the Buckeye backs up there. You know, TreVeyon's a top 10 back. I mean, if he can stay healthy, if he can have the burst that we saw towards the end of the year there and the burst that we, came to know in the beginning of his career, he's 100% a top 10 back. So you're talking about balancing those two is going to be phenomenal to watch.
I believe in it. I think that's a good one. It's absolutely one of the biggest things with this Buckeye football team that we've been talking about for a while. Before we hit it here, the winner of this little giveaway is going to get a family 4-pack of tickets to the Cardale Jones charity softball game, also coming up. That's in 8 days, day after the EA game release. Saturday, July 20th at Huntington Park. Current Ohio State football players versus former players. If you aren't the winner, don't worry. Tickets can be purchased for $10 at BuckeyeCruise.com. Pick a number, Adam.
Well, you gave me 4. I'll go 4.
4 is the number. Caller number 4, 821-9710, 614-821-9710. We get that 5th biggest storyline for Ohio State football, and checking some of the tags on the social fronts. Hashtag Buckeyes is coming up next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon, even if this promo is playing in the morning. No judgment.
Sweet morning drinking.
The Fan. They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
Experience the ultimate gridiron experience at the Ohio State Football Training Camp, presented by Safelite Bob Discount Furniture and Weber, happening at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center August 1st through 4th. Don't miss your chance to get the first look at your Ohio State football team. Bring your friends and family and dive into the excitement with inflatables, giveaways, and more. Tickets are limited, so get yours today to ensure you don't miss out on the fun. Visit universe.com/OSU Training Camp 2024 to purchase your tickets today.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
America's favorite car show returns to Ohio for the biggest hot rodding event of the year. It's the Good Guys 26th Summit Racing National, and it's all taking place this weekend at the Ohio Expo Center in Columbus. Check out thousands of chrome and candied hot rods, muscle cars, and trick trucks. Shop the huge swap meet at Vendor Midway and see which rides take home the crown of the Good Guys 2024 Classic Instrument Street Rod and PPG Street Machine of the Year. It's all happening this weekend at the Ohio Expo Center, and you don't want to miss it. Get complete details at good-guys.com.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. Remember when we first met? I was just starting Eco Plumbers and looking for a silent partner. And I had just invented sneakers with lights in them and was looking for somewhere to invest my fortune. I didn't even think inventor was an actual job. I didn't think plumbers started companies.
Get Eco.
As I recall, you thought the name Eco was a pretty good idea. As a full-time inventor, Aaron, it's just that kind of creative thinking that caught my attention. Simple, memorable, singable.
Get Eco.
And it reminds homeowners that modern plumbing can make economical sense and ecological sense at the same time. Waste less water and save money on your utility bills.
Get Eco.
Instead of just sitting here raking in royalties after inventing that little plastic hanger that socks come on, I might as well be a silent partner in a company that's doing good. You're not all that silent, as silent partners go. But I am charming, Aaron.
Get Eco.
GetEco.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Timmy Hall, Austin Ward, hanging out with you guys. A lovely little weekend Kickstarter Buckeye show here.
We're there now, baby.
Great stuff. We've had a in-show Power 5 that we're about to complete. We had the main Power 5 at 6:48. So when you go back into the podcast or watched on YouTube Live, that's where you find that last segment in the 6 o'clock hour. Be sure you can download the audio version of the Buckeye Show, the podcast, anywhere you get your sound. So we appreciate that. And I'm looking at a couple of tags before we finish out the top 5 storylines for Buckeye football. Neil Shipley at it again.
How did you know I was going to bring that up in this segment?
Let's bring it up together. This guy's unbelievable, man. I mean, he's just starting his career, and he's not at the Scottish Open, so I get the secondary PGA Tour event. I don't care. He is so young and green in his professional golf career.
They're going to pay money.
They're paying real money, and just playing great golf is going to do so much for you mentally to tell you that you're supposed to be there. I have a big belief in a good start like this can go a really, really long way for how he's going to be in his career.
Yeah. Second round 65 is what he fired
That's
out.
what I'm looking here.
Huge, man.
Wow.
He's one off the lead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shot 7 under today. This is the Keen Trace. I think they've been playing here for a while. For this
It used to be called the
mirrored event.
Barbasol Championship.
Yeah, it was the
Barbasol.
Barbasol. Now it's that's very good, Adam. That's the ISCO. I don't know what that is. ISCO, ISCO.
You're going to learn, son.
I just want to say, Timmy just treated me like his son when he's very busy and he's on a work call. He's like, that's very good, son. Back to my work. Okay?
It's very good.
Good job, little buddy.
Moving. Yep. No, but Neil's the man. He's got the look. He's got the hair. I love watching him play.
He's awesome. My favorite part about Neil is that I don't think he knows that he's a PGA professional. Like, he's just out there having fun, living his best life.
Yeah. I love
it. Is fun.
I'm on his side.
It is fun, but like he's not taking it too seriously, which is a good thing because I think that can get in the way of your golf game.
That's true. If you don't enjoy it, then it becomes work.
It's true. Timmy Hall hasn't enjoyed this job for 10 years.
Now, don't say that.
Okay, 8 years.
From 6 to 8, he never stopped smiling.
It was when you started coming in here. I'm kidding. Come on.
You didn't ask him what food chain he wanted to bring to Columbus.
Yes, yeah. Will you participate in that Power 5? We are looking for your favorite restaurant that you cannot get here in Columbus. So, wherever you've been, I heard some good ones.
I mean,
Cookout was my number one.
Oh, Cookout's good.
Cookout was my number one from North Carolina.
Cookout is very good. Can we move on and I'll think on it and we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, because
you have
right now,
4 minutes.
Yeah, you have 4 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say In and Out, but that's the easiest one.
No, it's not. It's the worst choice you could make.
He hates it. I respect it.
This is a
he hates it. I like it.
True story. We did a golf trip out to Palm Springs a year ago, and we were like so excited. We had all these different places we were going to try. We ended up eating In and Out every meal for 3 straight days.
Did you?
Yeah, that's a lot of cardboard fries.
The fries are terrible. You just get 2 burgers. It was delicious.
I like the simplicity of the menu, and they do run a tight ship. Like the experience there, it's kind of Chick-fil-A style where they're very, very nice in there, and they get it done fast and efficiently. But I do love Whataburger,
some
I had
people just like to be different.
I had Whataburger 3 times in the same day.
Whataburger's terrible. We had Whataburger at the Cotton Bowl. It was awful.
It's not awful.
Had the free Whataburger that Jerry brought in for the media?
Jerry, I really appreciated the offer, but there were so many onions on that thing.
Oh, my God.
Well, he got just the basic burger for everyone and then carted it in half an hour. Like, what did you want it to be? Perfect?
Well, Jerry's
That's what you're basing it
You
off
are
of?
getting it there hot at the restaurant. And
This is ridiculous.
We're having too many of our favorite establishments go to these modern-looking buildings. We need to remember who we are.
The Cracker Barrel's being redone.
I don't like that.
Modernizing the Cracker Barrel.
I don't like that. We've modernized
what's the
waffle
point? Is it the whole
houses.
thing that's old-fashioned?
Yeah, right? It's the country store. You need a stoplight when you walk in, or else it's not a Cracker Barrel, right?
He's got a point.
The Whataburgers are not doing the big orange roofs anymore. They're going new style. The cookouts look different. Pizza Huts obviously look a lot different than
But
they
there's
ever
now
did.
one that went back to the old style Pizza Hut.
Yes, and it's better. It's better.
Aren't they? They're bringing the buffets back, too, aren't they?
Bringing the buffet back. All right, Adam, storyline number 5 for Ohio State football. Let's recap where we were, if I can get my page back up. We started off with Chip Kelly, his impact. 2 is the Ohio State quarterback situation, Will Howard being here. 3 is Caleb Downs. 4, we went with the Ohio State running back situation, Quinshawn and also Travion Henderson. What's number 5?
Can I get up on my soapbox for a second?
Get on up.
Did everybody forget about Sonny Styles? I understand Caleb Downs is great, and I understand this entire defensive line is phenomenal, and this, that, and the other, and he's changing positions. Sonny Styles look at mock drafts. He's nowhere. This dude is an animal. This dude is about to put on a season that shocks everybody. That is my number 5 storyline.
It's a good prediction.
Him moving to linebacker, we're going to be in week 11 going, oh my goodness, why do we only have 5 more games of this guy? Why couldn't we do this 2 years ago?
I think you're right, because it goes back to that rule of you just have to get talent on the football field and then maybe worry about how he fits in, and do they need him as a jack? Do they have him as one of those outside backers? Do they do some different things with him? But I do think Jim Knowles is going to be in a position where he has to have a scheme where he's just on the field most of the time, because he is a sensational
He's
athlete.
a first-round guy that no one – he's a first-round talent. I'll say that. And if he can put it together this year, he's going to be unbelievable.
I think it's okay to if you're building a mock draft for next April, to have a wait and see approach with someone who's never played linebacker. Like, I agree with you. I'm really excited to see Sonny Styles make this move. He should have been there probably all along.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State did need him at safety more than linebacker a year ago, without question. But this is where his body type fits, that he needed to. He was having to work to keep the weight off. Like, he was eating ice cubes, and now he gets to eat a normal meal. Like, good for him. Like, he's growing into the body that he's supposed to be in and playing the position where he should be.
What would you have said for number 5 storyline?
I think the linebacker group as a whole is a pretty key year for James Laurinaitis. You have a first-year full-time coach. He was mainly leading that room a year ago, but you have intrigue there with, Cody Simon is taking over for Tommy Eichenberg. We know what he can do, but he's going to have to be the guy. C.J. Hicks, there's intrigue for the position there. And can he play Jack? He's the one, Timmy, I think where you're getting to, like, can you move these guys around? But, like, those three have a big shoes to fill, and James Laurinaitis is leading that group officially for the first time.
I would also say offensive line. Offensive line has got to be freakishly good compared to last year. Boys, thanks for doing it. Adam, it's over. It's done. It's it. It's done.
What about my...
Shut up. It's over.
Okay.
It's done. Thank you for doing it, Austin. Always a pleasure. Welcome back anytime. We got a lot of good things coming up tomorrow. Skip with Tee to Green at 9. A Buckeye replay at 1 with Ohio State and Oregon, the Rose Bowl, January 1, 2010. So be sure to check that out at 1. And coming up next, a little thing called You'll See on The Fan.
Matty Ice has a large tattoo on his calf of LeBron eating a lion. I have nothing else to say. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Did the pandemic eliminate quality customer service? Well, many places it did, but not here at Heartland Bank. Imagine getting top quality service and good advice as well to help you down life's road. It's community banking, and it's alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Ohio Egg Fest is back for its 10th year, presented by Specialty Gas House and Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Join us for this big green egg grilling competition at Fortress Obetz on Saturday, July 27th. Enjoy all-you-can-eat food from 36 cook teams, live music from North to Nashville, cooking demos, giveaways, and more. Don't miss out on discounted big green egg grill packages with over $600 off retail and a lifetime warranty. Pre-order online at theohioeggfest.com today before they sell out. All proceeds benefit cancer research at the James. Get your discounted big green egg grills and your taster tickets now at theohioeggfest.com.
Common Man here for Choice Cabinet. Contractors, builders, apartment managers, I'm talking to you. You've all been using the same old cabinet vendors for too long. I want to introduce you to Choice Cabinet. They are new to Central Ohio, and they want your business. Family owned and operated by the Laurinaitis. Yes, cousins to that guy. Kitchens, closets, pantries, laundry rooms, mud rooms, 60,000 all-wood cabinets in stock. Call my guys today, 216-378-9313, or go to choicecabinet.com.